Good morning everybody, my name is Robin and welcome to my channel, Bird's Eye Stitches. Today is Saturday, it is July the 17th, and it is a gloriously cloudy day here in the land of Arizona. So fingers crossed that that sticks around. All right, if you are new to my channel, then welcome. Welcome to my channel. I hope you are here because you love cross stitch, because this is a channel about cross stitch. And if you are returning, then thank you so much for coming back. It has been only a week since my last video, getting back to my weekly filming routine, which is nice. Because it's only been a week, I don't have a whole heck of a lot of stuff to show you guys, so it should be a fairly quick video. No finishes, 2 whips, and tiny bit of haul, giveaway at the end. Pretty much normal routine there. Trying to think life updates. Not a whole heck of a lot occurred in life this last week, which I am actually a-okay with. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes a week of a little bit of downtime normalcy is more than enough. So we can jump right into the stitching. Let's see. First thing, I wanted to talk about the Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow stitch along. I mentioned it in my last video. My friend Andrea is spearheading this. She jumped onto the Hawk Run Hollow Facebook group and said, hey, who wants to stitch some Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow? Now I will be honest, I was not in love with a lot of the Hawk Run Hollow pieces when I first saw just the charts. None of them called to me all that much. However, then I was added to the Hawk Run Hollow Facebook group, or asked to join, I guess you could say. And when I see them stitched up, it's just, you know how it is. You see it stitched and it's completely different from the picture. Then I'm a sucker for a SAL. And Andrea said, who wants to join in on the SAL? Went on the website, purchased the pattern, the rest is history. So I am now stitching Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. As you will see, I have not gotten all that far, but there's a start. So one day it will look something similar to this. My fabric was actually, I don't think it was big enough, and through these Flosstube videos, you will come to learn that me and measuring do not always get along. Okay, they don't ever get along. I'm not a carpenter for a reason, it's a no. But anyway, I was not confident that my fabric was large enough. So what I am going to do is I am stitching two larger blocks, and each block will have 4 squares in it. There were 4 blocks on here that I didn't necessarily love. You know, they weren't calling my name, so I'm switching around the order, and I'm only doing a total of 8 blocks. So the last 4 blocks, maybe one day I will get inspired, or maybe they will end up being switched around and placed in other Hawk Run Hollow charts, because one of the amazing things about these charts, first of all, well worth the money. I think they're $35, but you get not only the whole chart put together in both big and little, but you also get an individual chart of every single square. So, you know, it's 12 charts, $35, that's pretty great. Anyway, I can substitute those in and out with other Hawk Run Hollows, so that could happen in the far, far future. But for now, I have gotten, are you ready? This far. It's not even a whole square. It's not even the whole thing. And so when I'm stitching boxes, I like to do just a half cross stitch with a full cross stitch every 10. And that way, if I mess up and if the box does not match, it's a heck of a lot easier to frog. And then it's also just as easy to go back through and add the second half of the cross. So this one here is the one that's going to remain in my rotation for the bulk of this week. So that way, by the next video, there will be a healthy start, as my friend likes to say, because this does not count as a healthy start, but it's something. I am stitching this on a giant piece. It's beautiful, but it's big. a giant piece of the Stitch Me fabric. It is in the color S'mores. I love it. I'm trying to see what my stitch count here. It is a 32 count Lugana and I am stitching it 2/2. I thought about stitching it over 1 until I saw that this entire piece stitched over 1 would be itty bitty. I mean, it would be smaller than this chart. So I'm gonna stitch all of this. I want a big old piece to show for it. So anyway, both of my blocks of 4 are going to be on this fabric, this S'mores fabric. This is becoming one of my very favorite Bee Stitch Me fabrics. It's got a nice brown earthy color to it. It is, I think once you start filling in all these squares, the brightness of the modeling, I guess you could say, will kind of die down just a little bit. But I just love this one. So stay tuned till next week. You can see this is a huge Q-snap. I was asked what size this Q-snap was. I said the size is giant. I'm not exactly sure. And it really needs a grime guard. I don't even know if they sell grime guards this size. I'll have to look. I don't use this all that often, but every once in a while it's nice to have my whole piece on the one Q-snap. Plus, it's big enough that I can set my entire, I can set the entire chart right there on it with a needle minder, and it's like a whole stitching station all in one. So, can't beat that. All right, besides that teeny tiny itty bitty little bit of work I did on Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow, I also worked on the Christmas Fairy by Mirabilia, and it doesn't look like I brought the chart out. Actually, I think I have the bag right here. Hold, please. Yes, this is the bag that I am stitching this from. This, of course, is my Ever Tote bag. I think this is the first project bag I ever purchased, and I just love it. It is probably the favorite in my collection. All right, so one day it's going to look something similar to this. And I say something similar because as I'm stitching, I think that I'm going to leave the wings off. So she will no longer be a fairy. She'll just be a Christmas elf. She's so dainty without the wings. We'll see though. We'll see what happens when I get there. All right, I am stitching her on a piece of 28 count opal linen hand dyed by Stephanie Fabrics. And we are this far. So last week when I showed this to you, I had just a little bit of the dress done. I have now done the bulk of her dress. All that is left is this area right here, which is supposed to be done in whisper thread. So there should be whisper thread down here as well as on her cuff link. Now, I don't know if you guys like whisper thread. If you love whisper thread, then I am envious of you because I think that the finished piece will be beautiful. However, I have the whisper thread. I'll hold it against my black shirt here. It's not even fully coming through. So if you're not familiar with whisper thread, it is, I call it hairy thread. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I am not a fan at all. I tried it with 2 strands and it was super duper thick. So then I realized, okay, I should just be doing this with 1 strand. I tried it with 1 strand and something about the feel of the floss when it's all fuzzy like this, the feel of it going through the holes, it was this weird sensory thing, and it gave me the actual heebie-jeebies. I have no problem with nails on chalkboard. Sometimes that's a sound that people are like, no. But this was like a nails on chalkboard to me. So I took that out immediately. I think I am going to instead stitch that border area with some etoile, the DMC etoile, because it has some sparkle, and it seems like it's just a little bit thicker maybe than a regular DMC floss. So I know I have that in my stash. I'm going to break it out, and that is what I'm going to stitch in place of the whisper thread. I have an entire thing of whisper thread here now because I only used maybe this much in my attempts. So I am going to mail this off to a friend to see if she has any better luck than I did. Hopefully you love it. However, if you hate it, pass it on and maybe someone else will find a love for the whisper thread. It will not be me. No. But as you can see, she is coming along beautifully. I feel like this back area here is so elegant that I'm a little hesitant to add some big old wings to this. So once I get her face and her hands and the tree and her boots, when I finish everything else, I'm gonna take a look at it and see, do I want wings or do I not want wings? There is still beading and all of that through her dress, you know, on her collar. There's plenty of sparkle because of the fabric that I'm using is an opal fabric. I'm just not sold on the wings. Her skin, I am doing her skin over 2. I have not tried, I know a lot of people like to stitch the skin on these over 1. Since this is my very first Mirabilia, I'm trying to keep it a little bit easy and just stitch the 2 over 2. And then when I go to stitch the Princess Eliana, I may try over 1 with her just to compare the difference. But since I've never stitched one of these before, I don't have anything to compare to see which way I prefer. So for her, 2 over 2 all the way through. That could be a motto, 2 over 2 all the way through. But I love her dress. It's coming out beautifully. I will also say that I was also not a fan of the blended floss. Gosh, I sound so negative today. What else am I not a fan of? But the floss on here, I'm gonna try to do a zoom in. So in between the pink and the red, the way, instead of choosing another floss color, they did a combo. You had 1 strand of the pink and 1 strand of the red. And of course, when I'm looking at it like this, right up in your face. However, from far away, I did the social distance from my cross stitch piece, you know, 6 feet away. 6 feet away, it does look nice. So if you are not right there, it's beautiful. So I ate my words a little bit because at first I was saying, not a fan. However, I take it back. I am now a fan of the blend, still not a fan of the whisper, but that's okay. So I am still hoping to have her done by the end of the month, but my main focus for this week is going to be Christmas at Hot Run Hollow because I cannot leave that box halfway done. It will drive me absolutely batty. So that was it. That was all the stitching that I got in this week. Nothing major occurred this week, but it was a very long work week. And so unfortunately, every once in a while, that kind of just, it takes over, takes your time. It happens. This next week, however, in theory, should be relatively light. So breaking out the stitching there. Also, I'm going on a little bit of a road trip with my husband and daughter tomorrow. We're gonna do some hiking. And so I can break out my car stitching and get some more work done on that. I have not gotten another Mill Hill kit sorted and ready. So I guess I will still be working on the witch's shoes, but that's okay. We can get some more progress done on it. So, all right, that is it for stitching. Next up, I have just a small amount of haul. You guys know that I am doing Stitch from Stash. I just restarted it in July. I held true. I made no purchases until yesterday, day before yesterday, where I purchased 1 magazine. However, I did get an order in the mail that I had purchased back in June from maybe Cross Stitch Express. I know with her, she has a Facebook group and you do the me please on your items, and then you're not usually invoiced for a week or so, maybe sometimes 2 weeks. I think this one was a good 2 weeks before I received an invoice, and then, you know, it shipped about a week to 2 weeks later. So I'd even kind of forgotten what I had ordered, to be honest. Like I knew I had an order out there in Orderland, but kind of forgot what it was. So it was like a mini Merry Christmas, you know, when it arrived in the mail. So what I got from that was I had ordered, I don't know exactly what I was thinking. I do know what I was thinking. I was thinking that Stitch from Stash was coming, and so I felt the need to buy all the things. And I usually say I don't even really like to stitch houses. However, I kept seeing people working on these in the land of Flosstube. And then next thing I know, I was buying the whole set. So I have the Country Cottage Needleworks Glitter House. I got the full set. You all have seen these many, many times. There's 9 of them, I believe. Yes, there is 9 of them. My plan is to stitch these all in one giant piece. And I will probably, I don't know when I'm gonna stitch these. I need to see what kind of fabric I have. I gotta check it out. But I mean, for houses, look, they're super cute. They're a quick stitch. I love the country feel to them. I mean, look at this one. It's got the pink, and they all have adorable little trees, which I'm a sucker for trees. If there's trees or there's birds, I'm on it. This blue house, the blue houses really seem to catch my eye. So you guys have seen these all before. When I actually begin stitching them, I'll show them probably a little bit better. But Country Cottage Needleworks, Glitter House 1 through 9. When I'll start these, I do not know. If you all are stitching them, let me know. Maybe that will get me to start them a little bit sooner. Is there a sale out there? I need to do some Googling. I gotta look it up. Anyway, I ordered those. I also ordered, this is the one that I had forgotten that I had ordered. In fact, I had to look it up when I got the invoice because I thought, what in the world? What is that? What is that? But I'm so glad that I picked this one up because how stinking cute is that? This is called, oh no. It's a French design. So, un hamaca in deux. They're gnomes in a hammock. And they've got a little love banner. These trees, I mean, I don't have anything, I mean, absolutely nothing that is Valentine's Day related. So this will be really fun to stitch and to hang up in my house around Valentine's Day. In fact, it is so cute. Sorry for the glare there. It is so cute that it just may stay up year round. I mean, look at this little bird. This little bird right here. These little berries. I love them. I love gnomes. I love all kinds of things. Birds, trees, gnomes. So this is the video of loving things and complaining about things like Whisper Floss. There's no in between today. But I don't know when I'm gonna stitch this. Again, I got a little spooked by the Stitch from Stash. Had to buy all the things. However, that was the end of all of my old outstanding invoices. So sadly, not much else is coming in the mail. That's okay. I have plenty, truly. All right, besides those guys coming in the mail, the thing that I did purchase the day before yesterday was I made a trip to Barnes & Noble. We honestly don't go out all that much these days. You know, I do go to work. I go to work on site once a week, and it's mainly just to check in with my staff. The way that my staff runs is they all do 4 hours on site once a week, and it's rotating. So I try to make my day on site a different day each week just to kind of check in, you know, get everything done I need to do that has to be printed out and notarized and all that junk. But beyond doing that my once a week and going to the grocery store when I need to, that's really about it. You know, we go to the park and that kind of thing, but Barnes & Noble, I forgot how much I miss Barnes & Noble. So went to Barnes & Noble, I picked up a magazine. You know I need another magazine because the 100 magazines that I already own, not enough. But they really may not be enough because, as you know, I have at least mentioned here and there the idea of starting something with magazines, you know, maybe a year of magazine starts or something like that in 2021. Well, from mentioning that, I've had a bunch of you guys comment saying that you would love to join in on that. My friend Carolyn Seasook Stitch, Her and I have been talking about it back and forth. She mentioned it on her channel as well and got a lot of great feedback. And so news is coming, but stay tuned. We are going to be having a joint challenge group start up here pretty soon that is centered around cross-stitch magazines. Because I know I am not alone in having a ton of magazines that are beautiful and fun to flip through, but that are likely maybe collecting a little bit of dust hanging out there. We'll see. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, this one I picked up is Cross Stitch Crazy. I don't have a whole lot of Cross Stitch Crazy. This is one that doesn't usually catch my eye all that much. However, this one I loved because I love this little bumblebee on a flower. I also loved, they have all of these lavender pieces in little sachets. You know what I'm trying to say. But my mother-in-law, she loves lavender. She loves gardening. In fact, she just bought a new home, and I swear the whole reason why she bought this home is because of the land. She could see an English garden being placed on the land. So it's gonna be amazing. But these would be really fun to make for her birthday. At least one or two of them. I think that would be really nice. Or maybe even as just a nice, you know, new housewarming gift, something like that. So I'm probably going to start these here pretty quick. But I won't do a full flip through on this, but I liked it. These little guys, I've seen these guys float around in magazines here and there. I have some friends that actually collect dolls similar to this, so I have stitched those into cards. But for the most part, I picked this up for the bumblebee and the lavender, and to add it to my magazine selection, so I will have plenty of things to choose from here in the near future. It also came, as you know, they always come with a free gift, and the free gift on this one is a perforated card kit. You can choose one or the other. There is a bird or the teapot. I'm pretty sure you know which one I'm going to stitch. That's the bird. So I also love tea, and it does have polka dots, so very nice, but bird, teapot, bird wins every time for me. If there's a bird with a teapot, even better. All right, that is it for haul. Like I said, this is gonna be a really quick video, but you know, we're in here. I actually kind of like the shorter videos whenever I'm watching Flosstube. I don't always have an hour to sit down and devote to a video, so everyone's different, but my personal favorite is around 25 to 35 minutes, if I'm being honest. So this is gonna be maybe 25, maybe. All right, giveaways. So I have to admit, I was hoping there was gonna be more Team Snowman than Team Santa, but Team Santa won out. We had, I think, 12 people that were Team Snowman and maybe 15 people that were Team Santa. So use the random comment picker on YouTube, and the winners of these charts, Team Santa goes to GG Stitches. And I'm pretty sure that you have won something from me in the past, but I need to check. I will check my email. But GG Stitches, congratulations, you won the Santa chart. If you will send me an email, my email address is listed below, just to make sure that the address I have on file is still good. I will get this out on Friday. Friday is my mail day because it's my day off of work that the post office is open. So that's when I send stuff out. But congratulations, GG Stitches on that one. Then for Frosty the Snowman by Leisure Arts, this one here, the winner on this is Ann Link. So Ann, congratulations on winning this one. I also think that I have your address, so that's gonna make the mail this week super easy. But Ann, send me a message. I will get this out to you on Friday as well. So GG Stitches and Link, congratulations. Can't wait to see what you guys stitch out of these booklets. For this week, since Team Santa won out, I chose a Santa chart because we're in July, and so keeping to the Jolly July Christmas theme, I pulled out, I have a chart by Alma Lynn. It's from her private collection, and it's called Elegant Father Christmas. This is a really pretty Santa. I'm not a huge Santa lover, but if I was gonna stitch some Santa, I would maybe stitch this guy. He is just really, he's elegant. That is just a great way to describe him. So you've got your Santa, he's got this really adorable Christmas tree. He is holding what looks like a basket full of Christmas berries, and just his clothing is just really nice. Look at that, that is really nice. So the chart itself, I'm not gonna show the whole thing obviously, but the chart is ginormous. So, I mean, really, it's huge. It is a beautiful chart. It's got all of your colors listed. There's kind of a lot of colors, but I mean, it's just a little piece of the chart. I mean, look at this. It's huge, huge. So beautiful chart, beautiful Santa. If you're a lover of Santa, the key word on this is going to be father, because it's Elegant Father Christmas. So if you would like to stitch this, then leave me a comment below. Somehow incorporate the word father in there. It doesn't have to be a creative sentence. You can simply make a comment, put the word father at the end if you would like, but it is always fun to see how you incorporate the keywords into sentences anyway. So either way, if you would like to stitch, please hold while we move the sticky note. The Elegant Father Christmas, leave me a comment with the word father. Don't say the word giveaway, any of that stuff. Please be 18 because I do ask for your address. In last week's drawings, I don't even think I have to ask for addresses because I already have them, so makes that part easy. We'll see what happens next week. So, all right, that's all I have for giveaway. For plans, I've kind of run through plans during this video. I will be stitching Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow as my main piece. I want to at least finish the border and get through one chunk of that piece of the chart. I just realized I didn't even show you which square I'm stitching. Hello? Okay. Anyway, I'm doing this one right here with the giant house. We're starting with the big old house. So my goal for this is to get through the square and the fence. So if I can at least get through that, then I will take back out the Christmas fairy from Mirabilia and continue working on her, because it is my goal to have her completely finished by the end of the month. So that's the plan. And that's all I have. So 28 minutes. I'm just under the 30-minute mark. Again, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for the announcement that Carolyn and I will have together in an upcoming video. And happy stitching, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.